Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This ought to be a big treat. I'm sure hoping it is. This is Great Divide Brewing Company, and they're out of Denver, Colorado, I think. Yep. And this is their Belgian style Yeti Imperial Stout. This beer is retired, guys. The bottle on date on this one is June 17th of 2011. This beer is 5 years in the bottle. Rico sent this to me. I'm sure this is out of his private stash. Uh, I would be damn surprised if this beer was still sitting on a shelf somewhere, being 5 years old. So Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this beer, and I'm sure it come out of your private stash. So thanks again, my friend. I do appreciate you buying these beers and sending me all the beers that you send me, and the beers, especially like this one, out of your private stash. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. So, I'm a big fan of the Great Divide beers, especially their darker beers and stuff like this. They've been putting their bottle on date for a long time. They were probably one of the first doing a bottle on date. And they still do a bottle on date as far as I know. So, this ought to be very, very tasty. I'm looking forward to this. Final beer of the evening for me. So, let's get on with this. 9.5% on this beer. I love the Yeti beers. I mean, they do a lot of different versions of this, and they're all freaking awesome. They're very, very tasty. All the Yeti beers in the series they do are really, really nice. And I don't know what to say getting a beer like this from him, and it being 5 years in the bottle already. That's just going to make it extra special. So. Commercial description on this says Belgian style Yeti is a delicious new blend of brewing techniques. All the malt driven roastedness of our Yeti Imperial Stout with characteristics, spice, and fruit notes imparted by our special Belgian yeast strain. Belgian style Yeti is a one-of-a-kind beer as mysterious as a mythical creature himself. Impossible? See for yourself. You too will be a believer. So, food pairing for the style of beer, it says, and it's Russian or an Imperial style. I'm going to call it a Russian Imperial style, but that's what they're calling it here. I don't know if they're calling it that on the bottle. It just says, excuse me, Imperial style. So, goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course, and that's basically all it's got other than I got the hiccups. Instead of digestive and dessert. Glassware is a pint, becker, non tumbler, snifter. I got my favorite snifter today and can be sold for a long, long time. This beer has been in the bottle for 5 years. So, let's, and the foil they use at Great Divide is a lot easier to deal with than what Avery does and some of the others. It usually comes off in one piece. It don't come off in little bitty pieces. See? One piece. That's how it should be done. Not that glued on shit that Avery does. Even though Avery does produce some really tasty beers, but they glue their damn full on tighter than Dick's hat band. Nice hiss. Not overpowering. 9.5%? I don't know. We'll start off slow. I'm not seeing any evidence of overcarbonation, so we'll drop down to pouring it down the center. And I poured a little more than I probably would have normally done. I've only got about this much left in the bottle. I'm going to pour her a glass of this. Not a very big hit with that easy pour. just barely covering the top of the beer. Over to the light, it is pitch black, guys. It is black as a new moon, as a no moon night. Let's get a nose on it. Very mellow. And a lot of the beers, and I'm going to say their beers, but a lot of beers are fairly boozy when they're first put in the bottle. But this one being in the bottle for 5 years, it has aged very well. Chocolate, rich roasted malt, hints of dark fruit, tobacco, coffee. Oh, it smells wonderful. It's time. Let's dive in. Let's get it on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Oh, man. That is so smooth. Wow. I'm not getting any alcohol here, guys. 9.5%. Caramel, toffee, dark fruits, coffee, bittersweet chocolate. Hardly any booziness at all. This beer has cellared excellent. Wow. Getting slight coffee notes on there. The Belgian yeast is not standing out as much as I thought it was going to. It has mellowed out tremendously. That may change a little bit as it comes to room temperature. It's 40 degrees out of the fridge. And I'm going to sip on this and go out and fire up a stogie. Probably going to do an Obsidian Maduro wrap cigar to go with this. Nice leathery, woody, vanilla notes on that cigar. Nice spiciness. Wow, this beer is phenomenal, guys. This beer has cellared. And this is a retired beer. Beer Advocate says it's no longer produced. So I don't know if they've done it since 2011 or that was the last time they did it and that's it and they're done, or they're going to revive it down the road. They have that option. That the brewers always have that option. So so this may be the last time they've done it. Whether they've done it again in 20, I don't think they have. According to what I'm seeing on Beer Advocate, they did it in 2011 and it's not been done since. So very nice, very pleasant, very smooth. A beer that will get you in trouble if you drink this somewhere other than at home. And I don't think you're going to be able to get it. Like I said, it was done in 2011 and it's gone. Everything that was put in a keg has been drank and it's gone. So unless you have one of these in your cellar or you know somebody that does that's willing to share it with you, this beer is basically history. So that's why, Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this beer. It is not available. Unless you have one stored away, you're just SOL. So, I feel so damn lucky to have these subscribers that send these beers out there. Private collection that's not even available to buy anymore, no matter where you're at. I feel so blessed. Thanks, Rico. Well, let's go sip on this, fire up that stogie. I'll be right back, and we'll see where it ends up. I'm impressed. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on about 20-25 minutes or so. Went very well with the stogie that was made from the Obsidian Maduro wrap cigar. Paired very, very nicely. This is a great beer. Like I said earlier, this was done in 2011 and bottled. And we're in 2016. 5 years in the bottle. This beer has aged and matured very nicely. The alcohol is basically non-existent for 9.5%. This beer will get you in trouble. But you're not going to be able to buy this beer at a pub or a bar or anything like that. These beers that have been put in kegs are all gone. Unless you have a bottle of this in your cellar or a closet or a fridge somewhere, you're not going to be able to taste this beer. So Rico, once again, my friend, thanks a bunch for sending me this beer. I know this come out of your private collection. It is awesome. It is awesome. And I'm pretty sure this beer was kind of boozy when it was first put in the bottle. But right now, with 5 years in the bottle, it has matured and aged very, very well. It's awesome. The only way this beer could be any better if you put it in a bourbon barrel. As far as the Belgian yeast, it has subsided tremendously. I'm not getting a big Belgian yeast notes on this beer whatsoever. Roasted malt, chocolate, toffee, caramel, dark fruits, hints of bittersweet chocolate. Very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. The other half loved it. I knew she would, because I did. On the nose, now that it's warmed up, just a very slight hint of the Belgian yeast. The Belgian yeast notes are very subtle. It has mellowed out so much. Everything else has come together and combined. It is awesome. It is freaking awesome, guys. This beer is delicious. If you don't have one in your cellar or your fridge or your closet somewhere, you're SOL. And I feel very blessed to have, the subscribers like Brandon and Jeff and everybody that sends me beer, Rico, that sends me these awesome beers. Especially stuff like this that comes out of their private collection that they've had for several years. 5 years in the bottle. It's awesome. Wow. Great beer for the final beer of the evening for me. That is delicious. A cocoa and a roasted malt. It's just, wow. It's delicious. It's delicious. I can't thank Rico enough for the wonderful beers he sends me. It is, especially stuff like this, that you cannot get anymore. 5 years in the bottle. They quit doing this in 2011, guys. It's freaking awesome. For me, bottled on date, these guys have been doing bottled on date for a long, 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 long time. One of the original bottled on date guys. This is a 10. The only way this could be better if it had been put in a bourbon barrel. It is freaking awesome, and it's not bourbon barrel, so I'm grading on for what it is. It is a 10 for me, guys. It is awesome. It's freaking delicious. 100 from me. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 91 outstanding. I think the number's considerably lower than what it should be. And over to Rate Beer says 99 overall and 90 in the style. So we got a 91, we got a 99, we got a 100 for me. Very delicious. It was awesome. I enjoyed this. I'm sad that I did not buy some of this when it was available here. This aged tremendously. Probably one of the better aged beers that I've ever had. Very impressive. Very impressive, at the least. So if you had this, or if you got this, the 2011 edition of this, which is the last time they've done it, as far as I know, this is a great beer to go ahead and open up and share with your friends, family, other half, whoever you so, or drink it all yourself if you want to be a pig. But it is a great beer. It is matured very well. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. This is their Belgian style Yeti Imperial Stout from 2011. Great beer. I loved it. All right, come on back tomorrow. Let's go dig something tasty out of the fridge. See you then.